Hi guys. Okay, this is my review of Insidious Chapter 2, which me and my daughter went to see this evening. We were both big fans of the original Insidious, directed by James Wan and starring Patrick Wilson and Rose Byrne as the parents. The original cast of the movie, including the investigators, who's played by screenwriter Lee Winnell, and I'm not sure of the other actor's name, pardon me, sorry. And Lynn Shay, who played the medium. She has a role in this movie as well. And Barbara Hershey as Patrick Wilson's mother. They all return in this movie. Anyway, okay. So, as usual, I wasn't expecting the sequel to this to be anywhere near as good as the original. That tends to be the rule with all movies. The sequels are never as good as the original. Rarely, not always. There are a couple of exceptions where the sequels are just as good. But especially when it comes to horror movies, I found that sequels really drop in interest level and just quality. Now, this was a quality film, definitely. This was not trash. This is, like I said, directed by James Wan, who is one of my favorite horror directors right now. He's really good. He knows how to create suspense and a mood and creepiness. And I really like the innovative way he does things with old material. I mean, we've all seen haunted house movies. We've all seen, the typical cliches like creaking doors and, the sudden rush, somebody coming at you. But, he has a way of doing things in a unique way, a little bit different, which I really enjoy. And there were quite a few moments in this movie where that happened. This movie was also produced by Oren Peli, who's the Paranormal Activity guy. He's the one who created that whole, brand or franchise. That's it. So yeah, he had a hand in this, and I suspect that might be one of the reasons it didn't work as well. Because me and my daughter have also seen the Paranormal Activity movies. We were a big fan of the first one, and the second one. The second one was good too. That's one of the rare sequels that was good. I thought, anyway. But the last two have not been anywhere near as good, and especially that third one was horrible. It was terrible. One of the worst. It actually got on my worst list for worst of the year when it was released. I don't even know when that was, a couple of years ago. 4 was so not as bad as 3 for sure. Thank God. But anyway, a 5 is coming out, of course, because these are big money makers, these movies, and yeah. So anyway, okay. So, to summarize, this movie basically just kind of explains all the events that took place in the first Insidious movie. If you've seen the first Insidious movie, and I saw a review of number 2, this one, by somebody else who said that if you're going to see this, if you haven't seen the first Insidious, see it, because you need to know the backstory. You need to know about certain scenes and all that. And I would definitely agree with that, because the first half of this movie I enjoyed quite a bit. I thought it was good. I liked the pace. I liked, again, all these kind of suspenseful, creepy moments. But then in the second half, honestly, it just got ridiculous. There was so much going on, so many characters, so many stories, so many explanations, to the point of exhaustion, to the point of definitely overkill. There was just too much going on in this movie in the second half. I mean, I stopped being scared because it was just so ridiculous, all the stuff that was going on, I thought. There were some creepy moments, there was some scary stuff, but it was just, like, I don't understand why they had to put so much detail into explaining all these scenes. Like, there was a lot of flashbacks and flash forwards. Don't worry, I'm not going to ruin it for you. No spoilers here. I'm not going to tell you what happens or whatever. But I will say that, much of the second half of this movie is devoted to explaining events that took place in the first movie. And a lot of it just didn't work for me. It was just, I thought, pointless and just overdone. So overdone. So yeah, the second half of this movie for me really kind of plummeted in quality. It was just all over the place. I guess maybe the filmmakers thought, hey, we'll give the audience the more bang for their buck, and we'll add in all this stuff, and we'll really, like, just, put in a lot of detail. But for me, no, less is more. Less is more, especially with horror, Like, when a horror movie is subtle and doesn't focus on too much smoke and mirrors and flash and you know, convoluted stuff going on, it's much better. Less is more, less is more. That's all I can say. And this movie was definitely more, 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 and then some. More, 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 more on top of the more. So yeah, first half of the movie I liked. Second half, no. It really, really just, it ruined the movie for me. Not enough for me to say it was trash or that it was really bad, because it wasn't. But I would not, I wouldn't give it a thumbs up. I would give it one of these, Actually, you know what? I'll waver towards the thumbs up because of James Wan, because he is so good at what he does. And, there's, good actors in the movie. They did their job well. Although Patrick Wilson spends most of the movie just looking completely spaced out. He was just really out of it through this movie. But anyway, yeah, if you're a fan of the first Insidious, I guess you might enjoy this, but if you're a first timer, if you're just going to go see this without having seen the first one, I wouldn't recommend it. You definitely need to see the first one in order to know what's going on here, because you'll be going, what the hell, if you go without knowing the story. So yeah, that's my review. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Please comment if you would like to, if you've seen it, and share your thoughts with me. And I'll be back whenever I see another movie, because I'm addicted to doing these reviews. Okay, bye guys. Thanks for watching.